All right. So we're going to talk about Tyreek Hill and his encounter with the cops. First off, it should go without saying, if you get pulled over by the police and you already know you're doing something wrong. Speeding, driving without a seatbelt, doesn't really fucking matter. If you get pulled over by a cop, that means they saw you doing something and you know you did something, so you know there's a penalty for it, right? That all of us in America have to abide by. All right? And again, just because Tyreek is black, this isn't a black issue at all. I can personally testify when I was arrested one time, though the actual arrest was pleasant because during that whole period of time I was very compliant, very cordial with the officers. What had happened, and I was arraigned. While I was in the holding cell, I kept asking for my cell phone, and at one point, I called them a bunch of lazy pieces of shit for not being able to give me my cell phone in time so I could make my one phone call, because I don't memorize numbers like most of us don't today anyways. It was at that point they took me out of the holding cell and kind of roughly smashed me into a seat, and I had pain in my elbow for like 3 years from like the metal chair it got jammed into. But if I hadn't had the attitude I had, I've never encountered police acting anything other than them just doing their jobs. And again, if you show them respect, if you don't try to play it off like you're gonna treat them as if you're acting like a kid, not aware that your parents know that they've caught you doing something wrong, and because you're such small-minded as a kid, you think you're going to act in a way that you are going to convince them that you didn't know what you were doing. So when Tyreek got first pulled over, the cop pulled up right beside him when Tyreek's window was down, told him, pull over, you're speeding. At that point, Tyreek knows, okay, I'm getting pulled over because I get caught speeding. Then Tyreek proceeds to roll his window up, right? And the cop, I watched the video over and over, and the cop knocked on his window. He didn't pound on his window. He didn't yell at him. He just on his window. And then this is where it all goes wrong. Okay? I don't care about who you are. Obviously, Tyreek, he lives in Miami. He's a celebrity in Miami. He's got millions of dollars in Miami. Obviously, Tyreek thinks he owns the city, or he's somebody in the city that should be treated differently. When the cop pulls you over, you should have your license and registration ready to hand to the cops. Anybody in this country knows that's what they're going to ask you, right? When the cop knocks on your window, you are not going to sit there and say, don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my... And if the cop is talking to you, you are blatantly ignoring and talking over the cop. Don't knock on my window like that. But you're saying it in a way that's combative. As if the cop were to knock on your window again, what are you going to fucking do? You're going to do something? If he knocks on your window again to get your fucking attention, your window should be down before the cop gets to your car. We all fucking know this. We all fucking know the moment a cop walks up to your goddamn car, you roll your window down so you can have the conversation with the officer. We all know this. Instead, Tyreek proceeds to say, don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that. How many fucking times do you think that you're going to talk to the cops where the cops will be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for knocking on your window. Shut the fuck up. That's where Tyreek got in trouble in the first place, for being a disrespectful little piece of shit. Then he rolls his window back up. Okay? Officer tells him, keep your window down. If you roll your window up and you got blackout windows, the cop tells you to roll that window back down, roll the fucking window back down. Again, at no point, and again, I'm a normal fucking person. This is how normal people act with cops, because a $500,000 speeding ticket, if you want to keep being a fucking dick about it, whatever citations they want to cite you, it goes from being $500 to $2,000. People, a lot of normal people don't just have that laying around. We're not fucking millionaires, right? So it's, yes, officer. Again, they don't know what they're dealing with. Okay? They don't know who you fucking are. And so you gotta meet people in the middle. If you expect to treat them disrespectfully and to treat you respectfully, there's a disconnect there. Okay? This whole fucking Tyreek thing getting way over fucking blown, he literally kept setting himself up to piss off the cops and give them a reason. The cop even told him, if you don't keep your window down, I'm going to get you out of the car. At that point, a normal fucking non-arrogant, with your head up your ass person would say, yeah, I should probably keep my window down because I don't want to get taken out of my car. Because we all know if I get taken out of my car at that point, things aren't going to go my fucking way. Right? Common fucking sense. And again, he's being verbally combative with the officer. It's not one of these I don't answer questions type things or anything. He's literally, he's like warning the cop, don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that. And then, rolling his fucking window up, proceeding to ignore the officers. This had nothing to do about taking fucking pictures. People are zooming by at fucking 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. Ain't nobody gonna automatically start halting on traffic except there was one friend that was behind him a little bit and started taking fucking pictures of his dumbass. That is such an ignoramus excuse. Okay? And as far as like racism goes and then black cops, black crime and everything like that, white people get shot more than black people do by the cops every fucking year. Okay? So it's not a racial fucking issue. You got blackout fucking windows. You got caught speeding. From the jump, you started acting like an asshole. So you got treated like an asshole.